Hey guys, this is Andre, and welcome back to another Clash of Clans video. Today, as you can see on the screen, we're going to be talking about GiBarch. GiBarch is amazing. So as you can see from my replays, all of them are back to back, and they are great loot raids. Alright, so what we're going to be talking about in this actual video is what is GiBarch, how to attack with GiBarch, spells to use, why to farm with GiBarch, example clips of Dark Elixir farming, regular farming where you have the resources in the core, and the third one is resources in the collectors. In this video I have 2 example clips of each of those, so you're going to be able to see those in detail, and I'll break them down for you so you know what to do. This first attack actually just has all 3 of them mashed into one. It has good Dark Elixir, it has resources on the outside, and it has resources in the core of the base. So Dragonborn does not have an emblem, and he has not been out in a while because both of his Dark Elixir drills are actually full, so I don't have to worry about clan castle troops. That's the first thing you normally have to worry about. The second thing is clearing unwanted buildings. With your archers, you can actually take care of a lot of those elixir collectors, a lot of the collectors and buildings on the outside, without having to worry about dropping extra troops. So I would definitely recommend dropping archers that can take out buildings that you need to take out, so you can funnel your troops into the center of the base, or just get those collectors on the outside where the actual defenses cannot shoot your archers. So let's talk about our first topic. What is GiBarch? GiBarch actually stands for Giants, Barbarians, and Archers. So if you think about it, it's basically Barch with the added Giants for additional tanking ability. However, with those Giants, you're going to want to bring some wall breakers, because with this troop composition, it's really versatile, and you can actually go into the core of a base, you can just go into compartments like I'm doing here, or you can actually just get everything from the collectors and use those Giants as meat shields like you would with Barbarians. So as for how many of what troops to bring, that actually depends on a couple of factors. I would say there's about 4 different reasons why your army composition would actually change. The first one being personal preference, the second one being experience using the composition. So after you get a lot more experience using this composition, feeling out how it goes, then your personal preference on it will change depending if you want to go more heavy on Giants, or if you want to load up on more Barbs and Archers so they can go heavier on the Barch aspect of this attack. The third factor would be bases you're actually finding and attacking. Sometimes I'll find a ton of dead bases with a lot of loot on the outside in the collectors, and then I'll just modify my troop composition so I have more Barch, so I don't have to worry about bringing too many Giants and then not getting all the loot from the collectors. Now on the flip side, sometimes I'll find bases that are just stacked with 400, maybe 300,000 of each resource in the center of the base, and that's when I'll maybe want to start implementing more Giants into my actual composition so that I can break into the center of the core, not have to worry about my Giants actually dying, so that my Barbarians and Archers can just follow through the base, and use my tanks as meat shields so that we can get all the resources. And the fourth factor would be bases you're actually looking for. So while I farm down here in Silver, I know there are a ton of Town Hall 8 dead bases. If you didn't see my other video about farming in Silver League right now, definitely check that out. There is a ton of loot down there, and it is just stacked full of loot. As you can see, I'm in Silver 1 right now, and there are tons and tons of dead bases with a lot of loot. So if you're looking for specific bases like these, then you can kind of modify what troop composition you actually have, and it'll be a lot more efficient for you. But as you can probably see, me personally, I like using 16 Giants, 40 Barbs, 84 Archers, and 8 Wall Breakers. I find that with the experience that I have using GiBarch, that's perfect for me because it has enough Giants to actually go into the core of the base. And obviously, as I'm talking about it right now, this isn't a great example. This is a Town Hall 9, and those double giant bombs and wizards just kind of destroyed my Giants. I didn't have the right spells for this attack, but you know, you go with what you got. And the Giants aren't there to get you fully into the core of the base. If they get you halfway in, then that's perfectly fine. They did their job, and you can do the rest with your Barbarians and Archers by doing a little Barch. And I wasn't attacking this base mostly for the resources besides the Dark Elixir. That's why I have my Queen going in there, and I have a couple Archers shooting that Dark Elixir storage right now. Once my Queen picks that up, we're going to end this raid, and that was the main goal of this attack. So we talked about why I have 16 Giants, but we didn't talk about the rest of the troop composition. So let's start with our Barbarians. Our Barbarians take up a lot of damage if they're running with our Giants because they're soaking up a ton of splash damage. So I bring about 40 barbs because it's the perfect amount to get into the core and then have a little bit left over to barch with. So for my wall breakers, I bring about 8 to 10 because after that point, the wall breakers kind of go off into every which direction. The AI isn't that great and they go off into like the right side or left side and break open some random T intersection. So I bring about 8 to 10, and then I fill the rest of my army composition up with archers. So our second topic is how to attack with GiBarch. The first thing you're going to want to do is actually look at the base you're attacking. See where the resources are, and then that's going to depend on how you actually attack. If there are a whole bunch of resources in the pumps and mines, then you're just going to kind of want to barch with your giants as meat shields, and then your barbarians as meat shields after your giants go down. If it's a combination, kind of like this one where the dark elixir drills are in the inside of the base but not inside the core, then you want to barch the outside, get as many resources as you can, then use your giants and wall breakers to get inside those compartments, and then just use barch to get the rest of those resources while your tanks are actually soaking up all that damage. If you're just actually dark elixir farming with this strategy, then you're going to want to use the kamikaze approach, which is basically you go all in to the core of the base, use your giants, use your wall breakers, get in as fast as you can. Make sure to clear those outside buildings first so that you can funnel all the troops into the center of the base. But be warned, you don't want to just spam all of your barbs and archers into the center of the base at once. You kind of want to diligently spam them in there a little bit at a time so that the splash damage and bombs and everything else aren't taking out your whole entire army. Because if you get into the center of the core and then there's 2 giant bombs and they take out all of your barbs and archers at once, you don't have any more troops left to actually get that dark elixir. So it's kind of important just to kind of funnel them in there a little bit at a time, and then once you get more into the core, funnel more and more and more, and then you'll get that dark elixir. Alright, so our third topic is spells to use. A lot of people just say rage, 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 rage. Rage spells are awesome because it gets you into the core of that base super fast. If that's what you're going for, then it is definitely the spell that you need. Also, I like to personally use healing spells because if you have a whole bunch of wizard towers, let's say, in the core of the base, and you want to actually attack that base, there's a ton of splash damage on your giants, on your barbarians, and that's going to take out your army composition really fast. One heal spell can make or break a raid, and can actually get you a lot more elixir, a lot more gold, and a lot more dark elixir by using one spell. So I like to bring at least one heal spell, and then the rest rage spells. But you can kind of mix it up. Sometimes you can do 2 rage spells, 2 heal spells, and then you always want to have a poison spell. So our fourth topic is why you want to farm with GiBarch. GiBarch to me is an amazing farming troop composition. There's a couple reasons for that. 1, it doesn't take too long to actually train up. 2, you don't have to use spells with it. I usually don't use too many spells with it, but sometimes I do it for fun just because I love 3-starring like Town Hall 8s like this for example, where you can just take out everything. It's pretty fun to throw a rage spell down just for shits and giggles, like, you know, just throw a rage spell down right here in the middle. And it is very versatile. You can attack a lot of bases with it. You can attack bases with all of the resources in the core, you can attack bases with all the resources on the outside, you can attack bases with the resources on the outside and inside, and you can dark elixir farm and just go straight into the middle of Town Hall 8s, Town Hall 9s, and not have to worry about losing. So as you can see, I threw a rage spell down on the center. It didn't do too much, but I did have some archers in there. My giants sped up a little bit. They actually got some of the use of that. And it's just fun to throw rage spells down for me personally because I'm not too worried about elixir, and when I farm, I'm not going for 100% efficiency, so when I farm I like to have a little bit of fun with it. I mean, that's kind of the point of the game, right? To have some fun with it. So if I throw a rage spell down or a heal spell, I mean usually it will be beneficial because I'll get more resources in the long run, but it's also a lot more fun just to see all those troops raged up and going through the base just wrecking it. So you gotta have a little bit of fun with it, otherwise farming isn't gonna be enjoyable. You're just gonna hate farming and be like, I have to get 2 more walls today, and then it's not gonna be fun for you. You gotta have fun with farming, so that's why I like this composition. It's also a lot of fun because you can just take out these Town Hall 8s and you just wreck them. It's too easy with this army composition. Also, I wanted to note one thing. I am playing on my computer, so it's a lot harder to play. I don't know if you guys have ever done that, but when you actually have to use a mouse or a touchpad, A touchpad is even worse. I sometimes have to use a touchpad when I'm in class and I only have a small desk, so when I'm farming like this, it's really hard for me to use my wall breakers and barbarians and archers and everything because I literally have to go over, click on the troop, go all the way back with my mouse where I want to actually deploy the troops and then singly deploy them. I can't use 2 fingers, 3 fingers, you know, that's really nice. I can't wait. I'm gonna get a new phone this week and I'm going to be able to do a 2-finger, 3-finger, 4-finger deployment, which is going to make this a lot easier. So with my wall breakers, as you guys probably saw, I deploy my wall breakers pretty fast. Usually you want to deploy your wall breakers in sets of 2, and you want to wait till the compartment is completely empty before actually deploying the next set of wall breakers. But with me, I'm using my laptop, so it's a lot harder to do that. So I just kind of spam them down because I also want to put in my archers and my barbarians because I need to actually get those troops into the center of the base so that my giants aren't just sitting there soaking up damage and then, you know, nothing else is happening. So that's a huge thing for me. I just wanted to point that out so you guys don't think I'm just spamming it down and I'm playing on my phone and it's a lot easier. Anyways, enough about that rant. So in this clip, I'm going to take you through the steps I do to actually attack this base. Obviously, it's not a max Town Hall 9 or anything like that, but it does have a lot of loot. So you're going to want to check the clan castle because he does have an emblem. Use as least troops as possible. So I use 1 archer to check that, then 1 giant, and I use the rest of my wall breakers to open up 3 different compartments. If you can do that, that is awesome because you still have 15 more giants left. And then you open up another compartment. So I have 5 compartments open and I am good to go. There's not a lot of buildings on the outside, so I don't really have to worry about my troops being not funneled into the center. And I'm slowly and diligently dropping my barbarians and archers so that they can kind of barch behind my giants who are soaking up most of the damage. However, I do have a wizard tower and 2 mortars shooting at a huge group of my troops, so I throw down a heal spell because the mortars and wizard towers aren't taking them out in one shot, and that's going to make my raid a lot more successful. I threw a rage spell down just for fun because I really wanted to get through this base pretty quick, and I knew that that huge amount of archers and barbarians that I'm funneling in right now will be able to use that for a good amount of time. So I already put in my archer queen. You definitely want to put her in after you funneled a couple of barbs and archers into the center of the base with your giants so that she doesn't take too much damage. She can just kind of sit back and take out all the splash damage and all the point defenses while your giants sit there and soak up the damage. And we're already about 80% way through this raid. My queen still has full health, which is amazing because then I can use her on the next raid, and she is a fantastic tool to have when raiding because your king isn't that great. I mean, he's a great tank to kind of get in there when you have a lot of barbarians, but you know, your queen is just so much better at shooting those defenses over walls. Oh gosh, and I completely forgot to tell you guys this in the beginning, but I wanted to thank all my new and loyal subscribers that have been around for a long time because we did hit 900 subscribers. I think I'm at like 920 right now. I haven't made a video in a couple of days because I've been so busy with school, papers, and just everything in general, but I wanted to thank you guys because I appreciate it so much. Without you guys, I would definitely not be here, so make sure to smash that like button for you guys, all 920 of you guys. Not for me, do it for you guys because you're the one that actually follows my videos, watches my videos, likes my videos, comments on my videos, and it makes me feel really appreciative, all the positive comments that you guys give, that I'm helping you guys out. So that's the reason I keep on making these videos, and that's the reason why I love doing this. And one of the best things I can do is, since you guys have been using my code for AppNana and free my apps, I can actually give you guys gift cards. So as I said before, when I hit 900 subscribers, I'm going to be giving away gift cards. So I do have a $25 gift card that I'm giving away, and I'm going to be posting that video today. So once this video comes out, I'm going to be having another video come out right after that. So if you guys are excited about that $25 gift card giveaway, make sure to do hashtag #SurpriseAtEnd in the comments. Also, I'm going to be giving away another $25 gift card once I hit 1,000 subscribers, and I'll be doing a face reveal. So I always love giving back to the community, all you guys that follow, watch, and like and share my videos. I really appreciate it. I love making videos for you guys, and honestly, I wish I could give away gift cards all the time, but unfortunately I can't because, you know, I give gift cards away with my own personal money, but I also give away gift cards when you guys use my code for AppNana and free my apps. So it's because of you guys that you actually get these gems and these gift cards. So I just want to thank you guys for being a loyal subscriber. All my loyal subscribers, all my new subscribers, I want to thank you all. But back to the video, I want to show you guys this one last clip and we'll break it down for you. As you can tell, there are resources in the collectors inside these compartments. So what you're going to want to do is you're going to want to barch the outside to get the collectors on the outside, use a couple giants to get into that compartment, and then the rest of the troops that you used to barch on the outside should be able to get funneled into that actual compartment and take out the rest of those resources. For me, I'm using my laptop, so it's harder to do all of this in one sweep, so I do this in small compartments. I go, clockwise or counterclockwise, but I normally take out certain parts of an actual base, and I always try and be as efficient as possible. As you can see, I thought that archer tower on the right wouldn't be able to take out my archer, so I put one archer down to test it, and sure enough, that worked. So by being as efficient as possible, that leaves me with more troops to go around this base, and hopefully get as much loot as I possibly can. It always sucks when you don't have enough troops, and then you leave some of the resources behind. So I really don't know why I use so many giants and wall breakers to get into this compartment. I really should have just used about 2 giants to actually just sit there and bang on the wall and soak up some damage so I can use my barbs and archers to barch that mine and pump. So one thing I would always suggest doing, and what I've done recently, is watching your replays. Watching your replays allow you to see what you do and then what you could do to improve your attacking. If you improve your attacking, that means you can be more efficient, you can get more loot, and you'll probably get more cups if you're trophy pushing or something like that. Unfortunately, my queen didn't go into the center of the base. I was hoping to get this dark elixir, and if I had more giants, I might have actually been able to do it. So if I had those giants and wall breakers that I used previously in that compartment to the right, in the center of this base, I might have been able to get that dark elixir. So if you want to improve on your attacks, I would definitely recommend looking at your replays and seeing what you could do differently to improve it. But that's it for the video, guys. Hopefully you guys enjoyed it. If you did, make sure to smash that like button, comment down below, #surpriseatend, and make sure to be subscribed so you can win that $25 gift card. Alright guys, peace!